morning and welcome back to Hopeless Optimistic Tarot. I am Jen and I am delighted that you're here. I've been getting a lot of messages this morning about chaos to order. So let's see where we are. Let's also do this really fast. Not 100% together this morning. I also need to bring some chaos to order. So there you are. As always, in my mind, I am thanking and asking for help from my spirit guides and from my intuition, which they feed to help bring you a clean, clear reading. We're starting off with the Cosmic Journey Oracle for a little guidance and message to start off with. We'll be using the Sacred Hags for sort of a baseline, and then we'll be clarifying with both the Light Seekers and the Intuitive Night Goddess. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. I think that one did come out. Also, your great wave awaits just like popped out on its own, as did thus one journeys to the star, to the stars. So in bringing chaos to order, your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Okay, let's start with our hags. There is a lot of chaos that needs to be dealt with in order to move forward. A clean, clear space for clear thought is always important, whether it's a chaotic brain or a chaotic literal space. Having things in some semblance of order is always helpful for creating something new and being ready for what's coming in. So I know that that is resonating with me. We've got Hag of the Oak Grove, the Fern Forest, which we had the other day as well, which is about seeing the patterns. And then, oh my gosh, again, Nectar of the Forbidden Fruit. So we got about rebellion. I want to get a little bit of more information on Hag of the Oak Grove for you because I always forget about her, and Blackthorn Altar is underneath. Knowledge. Okay. Hag of the Oak Grove is knowledge. She's holding the moon in her hands. So this is about deep knowledge and seeing the patterns, recognizing the patterns, getting out of the patterns if you can, knowing that they are above and below, understanding and accepting it. And then the Nectar of Forbidden Fruit, again about rebellion. I have mentioned that I'm conflicted about the imagery on this card for rebellion, but when one really thinks about it, pomegranates are probably the fruit that Eve had in the garden, and there is a snake wrapped around that pomegranate. So it's an act of rebellion to seek knowledge. And how does this all play into bringing order to chaos? I got the world on my first. And the world again. on the bottom. I have a feeling the world is going to come out. Things are moving fast. And if you're organized in your mind, it shan't be a thing. All right. So about knowledge, we've got the Page of Wands. Okay. So this is a young energy in the upright. In this position, I always feel, and I also feel like it's kind of like the Fool's card. So it's like a new beginning. But in this position, when it's upside down like this, I get a very strong Hanged One vibe. So it's like, okay, you've been doing your inner work, you've been seeking things out for your betterment. We've got the reverse Queen of Wands. Now, she's a tricky energy because she has like an element of lack of authenticity. And I feel like when it's upside down like this, that she's a lot more authentic. So in your knowledge, you're ready to start taking a new start from a place of, um, and this is all very passion driven and sun energy driven too, I feel. Um, so with your knowledge, you've been in your sort of stasis, you've been assessing, you know that you want to come from an authentic place, and you get the Ten of Pentacles. So that's like great happiness. That's love and um, material return. And we have the Seven of Cups here, right? And the Seven of Cups is a card of illusion. It's choices. Um, with I might clarify that with the fractal forest. Queen of Cups. So this is like the most empathetic space. It's in Nine of Swords. So like, wow, this is really pretty great. Underneath, we've got the Three of Swords. So this is embarking on something new. Um, so seeing the patterns in your choices, operating from a place of love and not from a place of lack. And seeing the pattern of how you have in the past and how this just changing, making that small shift in your choice to really jettison yourself forward. Nectar, forbidden fruit. We've got the reverse King of Swords, so not a biting energy. King of Cups is somebody who's in the upright, and he is a journeyer and operating from a heart space, and he brings luck and wish fulfillment. And then the High Priestess. Wow! In your act of rebellion, like you are not being cruel. You're actually coming from a place of love. And in that doing, you are opening yourself up to so many possibilities. And what I love about this card in this deck is that her eyes are closed and open at the same time. So this is like operating from a very Zen space. So just even having these two guys in these my hands, I wish I could 360 my wrists. Um, you're this is a very balanced energy, very balanced. All right. Something new is about to start. So from this chaos, let's get some guidance here. So we've in our knowledge, we've been ruminating, we've been coming from our authentic place. We want to get to this place of material comfort. We see the patterns, we know that we've got choices. We only want to come from a place of pure, true love so that we don't wind up back in this longing, sad space. So, what do we do? In our act of rebellion, we're very balanced. We know that doing something different is not always something that society knows how to handle, but you know how to handle it. It's your life, and turn off that external noise. Like, there's always going to be somebody trying to tap into your frequency. And what do you do to protect yourself so that you are not in a place of being influenced negatively? Or even that Queen of Wands negatively. We've got a lot of heart chakra energy here. We've got throat chakra energy here. So up your speaking your voice. You know, your knowledge comes from really finding your passionate root, and then working with your heart and your throat to really speak your truth. And that is in both the patterns and in the acts of rebellion. At the bottom again, reverse 9 of Wands. So you're coming out of feeling wounded. Let's get some advice. What is our advice for this? 5 of Wands. So in this, I'm going to take this as so defend what really matters to you. Really stand true in the things that are valuable to you. You know what that is. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Reverse Warrior of Swords. So this is like a fast moving energy. Maybe you're going a little bit slower in defending what you know to be true, but I want you to really imagine this in the upright, because you alone can defend what matters to you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody. Reverse awakening. So, like, this, I think, is also speaking to this Warrior of Swords. You don't feel like you're ready for it, but you've got to be ready for it. So come out of this chaos. Wake up from this. And I'm going to look at this again, because awakening, oh, it's temperance. Yeah, this is like, be ready to, you need to start combining the things in your life, but be careful about what it is that you're combining, because you don't want to take on the energy that isn't really yours. The Mystic. I want to look her up, because you hold the keys. It's the Hierophant. You hold the keys to your growth, to your spiritual growth, and something is holding this back. We've got, again, like, this is our advice. Defend what matters. Things may be moving a little bit slow, but trust your knowledge. be mindful of the things that you are combining into your world, and trust your knowledge. Trust your knowledge. You are very intuitive. You've got intense energy around you. 10 of Wands. So you've been feeling like you are burdened, um, and held back. Reverse Three of Cups. You feel like you've missed out on something. Reverse Spirit of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like, yeah. But this is the end of it. This is the end of that cycle. This is the end of that cycle. And it's about getting yourself out of this chaotic thought that is keeping you tampered down and not allowing you to really spread your wings out and cleanly and clearly fly forward. I mean, I think that this is something that is pretty significant for coming out of chaos. Know where you've been, which has been in this place of 10 of Swords. We got the Queen of Cups again. She came out in the reverse. So this is all about where you've been. But I mean, something unexpected is coming to you, and you've got to be open and receptive for it, because you're the only one who can hamper your freedom. Let's get a Kuan Yin to give us just a little bit of a compassionate message on this chaos, because this is a lot. There's a lot of, but I also, and then I feel, and then, so this is where that's where the chaos is. The chaos is in that interior monologue that is keeping you from your high priestess energy. So the advice is to shut down those tapes, because the messages are beautiful. Like, you have so much like raw potential happening here. Raw potential. I mean, for flip's sake, the last card we pulled out of Light Seekers was the High Priestess. Ah, on the bottom we have the Threshold. We'll get to that. That's like being on the brink of something really magical and wonderful. And we have this one again, Enter the Jade Temple, which is about healing that heart chakra. And healing that heart chakra, it's right in the center of everything. So it really speaks to getting the chaos out of the center of your vessel, right in here. The the muscle that pumps all of this energy through your get that chaos out of here, so that the chaos can be out of here, and then the chaos can be out of the rest of your life, because you're really on the threshold of something major. Let's look at the I just want to do, we'll see kind of what this says. Kuan Yin in her temple of peaceful jade causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. Chaos to order. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you're being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can be more ready to receive the divine solution and blessing of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. I call now for the peaceful resolution of any situation or struggle that I'm involved in, consciously or unconsciously, through the divine grace of beloved priestess in the jade of temple, Ma Kuan Yin. May I be a vessel for peace and light in my life. Let there be peace. Yes, let there be peace. Because under all of this is the threshold. And the threshold is, at the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in your own soul. You are standing on the threshold. And say this to yourself. I call upon the divine grace and divine love and divine power and divine wisdom that I am. I call upon my own mastery. I call upon the unconditionally loving guidance that supports me in crossing the karmic threshold from fear to love, chaos to order. I am open to your help in making the spiritual transition according to the perfection of divine timing. I gracefully receive your help. There's a lot to download here. We know that we're working from knowledge. We know that we are recognizing the patterns in our lives. We know that whatever it is that we are doing for ourselves right now is, in the eyes of society, a rebellion. We are not taking the path that is well trodden. And yes, that is scary. And all of this interior monologue of like, but I'm not, and I'm, shut it down. It is debilitating. It is debilitating. And you deserve to be in a place where you can accept the love and walk through the next door, from fear to love, from chaos to order. And there is beauty in the chaos sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Chaos is part of the order. But imagine the Mandelbrot set. When you're really up close, it's like everything is going on. And then when you back up away from it, you see the patterns, and the chaos becomes part of the order, and vice versa. It's all part of the same thing. It's all part of recognizing where we are in the universe. And sometimes, trust, I know, sometimes it's overwhelming. A dear friend of mine is in a recovery program, and one of the things that she says often is, what is the next right step? So, one step at a time, what is the next right step? What is the next right step? You've got this. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. I'm sending you so much love and light and peace on this journey. You've got this.